Dear Esther, it was the year 2012, and that was when I found it, listed in the recommendations in the Steam store page. Dear Esther, by the Chinese Game Room. I saw the picture of the lighthouse by the sea, and I was immediately intrigued. It was described as being a game, but yet not an actual game. My interest was immediately piqued, and so I bought it. It was inexpensive, and I was happy to have it in my library. It was an experimental title, and I wanted to support it. Now, Dear Esther arrived at a very strange and very dark time in my life. In 2012, I connected with the dark misery of it all, because of the way I was feeling. So, here is my story with Dear Esther, my favorite game, non-game. Let's begin. I love the poetry in this game. The mournful words of the character you control are haunting and strange. Sometimes the narrator will say things that appear to have no meaning. Dear Esther is about the mind of a troubled man, haunted by an evil past. His words are the game. His voice is the driving force that makes you continue. The wonder of his words are supported and strengthened by the music that plays behind the scene. The music of Dear Esther heightened the whole experience for me. The compositions of this production were written and brought to life by Jessica Curry, and it is one of my favorite soundtracks. In a game or out of a game, just in general, the music not only set the atmosphere, it really moved me as well. It connected with my mind in a strange way. It was like a river trickling into the sea, the waters combining. That's how my ears and mind felt when they joined with the music. The graphics are beautiful. You wander among the weathered cracks of an old wind-swept, sea-torn island. Somewhere, maybe it's the Shetlands, or maybe it's a place inside of your mind. Maybe we have imagined it. It is a grim and threadbare place. It feels very wild, forgotten, like a place that is lost to time. It is very well designed as well. As you walk, you can feel and hear the way the grass moves in the sway of the wind and the sea. It all feels real. It all combines well. The music, the sound, the landscape. As you go forth on this journey through the wild thicket of the island, the poem turns into a living thing, more than just words. You walk upon the lines of magic. You awaken the ghosts within. In 2012, I felt at home in the world of Dear Esther. To me, the weather-worn island that is the setting for the experience reminded me of a broken and defeated mind. As you walk, you hear the laments of the main character. Who is he? What is he about? We never really know. And that is what I love about this experience. The mystery. Who is the narrator? What is he talking about? Is he drunk and mad? Or is he tormented by past ills? We, the player, have to decide the meaning of the game. Through the words deployed by the narrator, the true purpose of Dear Esther is in our hands. It can be argued whether Dear Esther is a game or not. To me, it is an interactive story, a story that we create and explore as we walk. We make of it what we will. Esther, who we seek in the flashing beacon beyond, is whoever we imagine her to be. A lover, a friend, a sister. Are we walking into darkness? Or are we being set free? Are we escaping fate? Or is fate dragging us down? Who is it that we see in the reflection of the water? Who is the shadow wandering in the caves far off? Is it Esther? Is she a memory? Is she a thought? Or is she the wings of the bird that flies away and sets us free. Who knows? We decide in our hearts the journey's end, just as we would in real life. This video is not a review. You can't review Dear Esther. You can only talk about it. It is what it is. In my opinion, Dear Esther is a piece of art. I have never experienced anything quite like it. The vanishing of Ethan Carter offered a similar experience, but that experience didn't enchant me in the same way. The Chinese Game Room did actually release a spiritual sequel to Dear Esther. It was called Everyone's Gone to Rapture. I played it, you know. And I didn't really care for it, if I'm honest. For me, it didn't hold any of the magic or wonder of its predecessor. It just didn't feel that mysterious. The writing, it didn't capture my imagination. Dear Esther was pure poetry, but I felt that Everyone's Gone to Rapture was just a nice-looking game. It didn't move me emotionally at all. Like I'd said, it just didn't capture me. It just didn't capture my imagination. I don't look at it as a continuation of the work that is Dear Esther. Dear Esther is unique, and I think it will be a long time before anybody creates anything similar, let alone anything as good. At the end of the day, it is all about the writing, the vision, the imagination of the poet. The poet played their play and had their say with Dear Esther, and then threw down their pen and went to sleep. The sequels and the wannabes are just jesters frolicking in the shadow of greater minds. It will take hard work and the mind of a broken soul to make anything quite as adequate as the wonder of Dear Esther. Let us go down and up again with the gulls over the waters of the sea, beneath the vapor of the clouds. We will dance betwixt the grasses. We will be the ghosts, and the island will be our home forever. We will sail on paper boats, fly beneath the bright lights. We will become the ground, the air. We will become the sea, the sound. We live and walk among the flowers and the hills. We live in the stones. We watch with dead eyes. And in silent voices sing the song of dreams as we fly as one. Into the ether we sail in the sky as the sound of the sea dreams in the waters of the earth. We fly among the clouds and drift and soar as the vapors in the arms of the sea fall down and we join with the ocean. For we all go forth and go out as one. That is, and as always will be, the way of things. Thank you for listening.